Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 18th of August 2024. It's 2:48 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now I'm in a live trade on Bitcoin, well, a paper trade. And this is just like another Bowling Green setup. So let me just break down what's going on here. All right, so we have here, this is the European session, -1 VWAP. This is -1 VWAP from the RTH open, which I set at 9:30. Even though it's a Sunday, still working on a 24/7 Bitcoin trading session timing. So this right here is, let's see here, that's -1 from the RTH. This here is, and when I highlight it, you could see the header for it right there. So when I write, that's -2 from the European session. This is -2 from the RTH session, and down here that's -3 from the European session and -3 from the RTH session. So what we have here is the accumulation between the -1 and -2 zones. So I'm using these anchors now, these anchored VWAPs, kind of like a zone now, because if I utilize all of these anchored VWAPs, I can get a better, how could I say it, a better appreciation for where the accumulation is happening. So let's see here, -1, and that's -2 right there, right? So we have the sell-off, we have the big volume, and just going over the Bowling Green strategy again. So we have the sell-in volume, we have the stops go out, the sweep there, right? You see those red bubbles and those numbers. That's a sweep, meaning that's kind of like a stop run. Now we had the pop back up to -1 VWAP from the RTH, push back down to -2. So now we're building the cause, right? We're coming back up to -1, didn't get back down to -2, stopped at -2 on the Euro session deviation. And that's where we popped up here. We got the volume. I don't see big volume here, but there's big volume in the bubbles, right? So it's a low volume, but it's low volume on the bars, but big bubbles. So we're getting the buy bubbles, so took the long entry. Now, what I was looking at here before, why I didn't take this earlier breakout here, it didn't really break out, but came up to this level, is because of the buying bubbles. It was looking kind of small coming in here. So there's two strategies, right? There's the 360 fire where I take the short from this -1 VWAP and take it down. And then there's the Bowling Green where I take the long for the mean reversion up, right? So the 365 is a continuation lower. Now, how could I identify whether it's a Bowling Green strategy in the making or it's continuing to the short side? And I was looking at the price action coming up to these levels here, because remember, I want to see big buys like this here to take the breakout of -1 VWAP deviation, right? So I didn't take this one here because I was thinking maybe this might be a 365 because of these small bubbles approaching the breakout, right? And then when we popped up here, we got this rejection and came right back down. Got buyers, came right back down. So I was thinking, is this really building a reversal, or is it really more sellers hitting on top here at -1? So now I took the breakout, right? Because we have the, I forgot to mention, we have the liquidity and we have the pivot levels that's providing support, because this right here is Camarilla S3 and the bottom central pivot. That's a silver pivot zone. If Camarilla, the bottom central was, I mean, if Camarilla S3 was with the central pivot, then I'd call that a golden pivot zone. So the BC is with Camarilla S3, so I call that a silver pivot zone, kind of like to downgrade the support level, because this is a stronger support than these outer ranges of the central pivot range. So that's the TC, top central pivot, and it's kind of just on top there. You could see on top of Camarilla S3. I would have to open it a little bit. Hold on one second. And it went out of screen. All right, so damn, it was just right there. All right, so I can't really get it right now. I would have to just move it up. Come on, come on. All right. So you see that's the bottom central, almost on top of Camarilla S3. So that's the double pivot zone. I call it the silver pivot zone. If this Camarilla S3 was with central pivot, is a golden pivot zone. All right. So all right, let's get back to the action here. So took the breakout here because I was seeing like the volume coming in. But then again, now I'm reconsidering because I didn't get the volume bars, right? There's no volume bars here. All the volume was in the selling right here. Let me just, all right. So a low volume breakout. Now we're getting this pullback here, and it's a cluster of selling. So right now I'm not liking this trade at all. So we're gonna open it up, and this is also the POC right here. Right, so I put my stop loss just below this level, the POC, and just below -2. So -2 is supposed to be a support area for building the cause, right? So between these levels here, we're not supposed to really break down -2 after we start building the cause for the reversal. So right now I'm looking at this trade as a little suspect because you do get retests after you get the breakout of -1, right? Like took the long right there. You do get retests sometimes, but I'm not liking the volume coming in on these retests. So this is looking like maybe a 360 fire right now, like where we getting the rejection, we got a breakdown, maybe a retest. I'm not seeing any buyers following through. I want to see some big buyers. This is what I want to see right here. You gotta, cause it's all order flow and structure, right? If we get a breakout, retest, retest, and then coming back up above this level, we should get the buyers stepping in again, the initiative players, right? Just like I took the initiative here, we're back at the entry point. They should step in again, right? So I'm looking at this as well as resistance. We got liquidity above, and I'm not seeing any liquidity. Oh, I just saw one kind of stepping in there, but there's more resistance on the offer than bids trying to bid up to support the price, right? So in this kind of scenario here, I'm cautious. I'm looking at this swing low here to possibly take my stop up to around this level, but maybe still want to stay below these value area high and top central pivot levels, so looking to get back to break even now, and we did get the volume coming in there as well. So looking for some continuation and a break above -1 from the European session. And this is -1 from the ETH session. So that's the breakout level I took, right? And also that red line, that's I believe that's minus, All right, let's just make sure. No guesswork. That's minus one, and that's the European minus one right there. So now we're in that zone of a breakout zone between these minus one VWAPs anchored from all these session opens. And now we're getting the buyers within this zone. Within this zone here is the minus two area where we're building the cause, and this is the breakout area. So coming up to this area here, I want to see buyers start taking control. Right, so this is the first play to take back control from these sellers. Now I want to see some follow through and breakout of this minus one VWAP from the European session. And this would be the second bowling green. The last one was an overnight bowling green reversal. So we basically came back to test this level again. I wanted to try something out too as well. Sometimes people play music while they're doing these reviews and these videos. So let me see if it'll pop up. Let's see if I could do this real quick. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Oh wow. And right now I'm playing that music in the background. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the video, but hopefully it's not drowning me out. Let me just lower it down a little more. And that was actually I used to produce beats and stuff, so that's actually my beat that I produced years ago. So I could probably utilize it now for some background music while I do my videos and stuff. But hopefully I gotta check out the replay and see if this is too loud or what. All right, so we're still lingering around here, around this my entry level. We got this liquidity up here as resistance. We got a breakout of minus one on the European session, minus one VWAP deviation, and this will be RTA session VWAP. So that'll be the first, not really a target, but the first obstacle really after we break out of this accumulation area. All right, so I want to see some big buyers take on these heavy liquidity on the offer here. It's looking like sellers could step in anytime, but right now we have some liquidity stepping in here. That's looking good. There's still more on the offer than the bid. So I want these guys to step up and start getting some market orders, some big market orders going into these offers. We got 84, we got 73. What's the number on this? Let's see, we got 77 over here on the offer. All right, so we're lingering around here, around my entry point a little too much. I want to see some action here. I want to see some volume step in because, all right, so that music stopped. Let's try another one. Um, let's see. All right, so still waiting to go through this liquidity right here. At least it's not selling off right now. That's good. And this beat is kind of mellow. It could kind of ride with narrating trades, I think. I think this one is good. Hopefully you guys could hear that. Oh, wait, I think I need to do something here real quick. Wait, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I think I need to turn on my desktop audio. All right, now you should be hearing it. All right, this trade isn't looking too good, man. I'm not seeing any follow through to the upside. Sellers starting to come in. We're getting pressure here from the offer. I don't see them matching that kind of energy on the bid. So I think I'll wait until maybe we retest the value area high. Maybe I might leave it to retest that. I might not stop out on a break of this swing low because sometimes it's just like a retest. It's still building. We're back here at -1 VWAPs from the RTH and the ETH session. Not much selling volume, so that's good. Maybe a little pullback, and then we could get that move up. We still gotta get to these liquidity areas here on the offer. We gotta break through these guys. Alright, looking like a little mini bear flag right now. If I see a big dip here, heavy volume into this area, I might consider taking it off. Alright, so big volume coming in. We see volume coming in here as well. And let me try the beat from before. Alright, so it's looking like we're trying to break down -1 VWAP. I'm waiting to see if it's going to test this swing low and create a lower low, or we're going to just rest here and get buyers and return to the upside. And I don't know if you guys could hear the music in the background or not, but now I realize why people have music in the background. It makes narrating easier for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but it's cool. It's cool. So these sellers here is small sellers on the breakdown of -1. And now deciding if I want to stay in this trade or take the full stop, or potentially take the full stop. Alright, this is the first sign of buyers here. This will be a good place for them to step in and create a higher low. This is our low here, and we want them to stay above this. Looking like the buyers are getting absorbed by sellers. All right, let me try another track. Alright, so it's looking like we're holding above that swing low at 59,480. Still not seeing the buyers coming in. I'm seeing the selling pressure on the offer, and I think we're gonna get a little flush down right now, probably coming down to probably value area high at 59,450. Still clustering up, not really selling off yet. Now we're starting to see the sellers come into this 59,468 region, back to where this swing low was. Let's see where we have buyers, where we could expect to see some buyers. So we should see some buyers around this area here. Although it's low volume buyers in this area, maybe they mightn't show up again. And we have sellers there as well. Yeah, right now I'm not liking this price action. Let me try something else. See how long this video is. 28 minutes so far. All right, so let's see if we could get a move here. Trying to keep these videos at least around 30 minutes, especially if nothing is happening at the moment. I could do another video and just update the trade. Alright, this is what I want to see right here. Big volume coming in. Lots of volume, heavy volume. Look at that volume right there. Nice. Nice. So we back up to my break-even point. So we did get buyers around this area. Well, they actually swept the book when they came in. So their market order from here executed all the way up here, just swept the book. Twice. Swept this book right here between 59,546 and 59,561. And from swept the book from 59,490 to 59,510. So we see the liquidity coming back in here as resistance. So we gotta do that again and break through this liquidity on top. Right, more buying. Alright, it's looking good. Let's see if this liquidity actually transacted or they pulled. some of them pulled. Let's see, let's go into the minutia. So it's looking like they kind of avoided getting tagged. Yeah, they didn't get tagged right there. So they pulled as soon as it came up here. As soon as it came here, they pulled, and when it popped up again, they pulled their order. So we know the resistance is really fake. It's not real. They were just fronting on top there like they wanted to transact, but it wasn't really resistance. Alright, so we're getting heavy volume into VWAP as well. Alright, this trade is looking great right now. Nice lift off into VWAP. See, we didn't hesitate at -1 on the Euro session. We didn't hesitate, got big volume right there, and just pushed through. Alright, so I'm letting the video run a little bit because we have price action to talk about. So right, bowling green strategy, -1 breakout. That's my entry right there at 59,566. Coming up to VWAP. Small little bull flag right now. This is a beautiful bull flag, low volume pullback, ABC kind of pattern. And this is the kind of trade that Bruce talks about from Bookmap. He talks about these kind of trades. They have these trades in the Bookmap setup. In I forgot what it's called. Is it the education course? It's one of the, I forgot what it's called, man. But if you go on the Bookmap website, you can see videos showing you these strategies and stuff like that. Alright, I would have liked to see us break above VWAP right there, but maybe continuing the bull flag. So further consolidation. This one is looking a little suspect. Let's see if we're gonna retest -1 VWAP from the European session. Not much volume though, so I shouldn't say it's looking suspect. It's just regular take profit. Buyers coming in, liquidity supporting it here again. So make note of the things I'm saying here if you're interested in Bookmap and stuff. This is how you kind of read Bookmap order flow. This liquidity here is supporting price. Right, so we're getting a lot of support in this bullish move. We have liquidity supporting underneath this this consolidation or this flag. We also have liquidity stepping up on the bid just below price. We have liquidity as resistance again, but we already saw that these guys pulled when big buyers try to come into play. You know what I mean? Try to get at them and take out their orders and uh, just run through their liquidity. So they're not really trying to get filled. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen up here. So this is VWAP. Now at VWAP we could get a different story. They could interact because institutions and all that interact around VWAP. So it's looking like buyers are in control. I don't think sellers are gonna step in here at VWAP. I think big buyers are gonna eventually come in because they're taking a little break from what they did to get up to this VWAP level. We got a nice little bull flag and we could get continuation here. This is a nice setup for me to actually add to the position on a VWAP breakout. And that's something I like to do. I like to add to the trades when it's winning. And you have to know when to add to these trades. Like I entered before this breakouts here and I could have added to the position around here when we're confirmed we're not getting resistance and more buyers. I could have entered here again on the break above this this minus 1 VWAP. Is it minus? Yeah, minus 1 VWAP from the Euro session. But I was too busy narrating, so maybe I might add when we take it up here again. Let's see, it depends. This is our ETH session VWAP as well. And let's see, what time is it? It's 3:25, all right. I think we're gonna get a big break above here. Let me see, let me keep my hand on the trigger. The video is coming up to 38 minutes, 39 minutes now, so let's see. I want to see some action, or then I'm gonna cut it off. Come on, breakouts. Let's go, let's break out of VWAP here. Enough of this consolidation now, let's go. Alright, looking like something might materialize here. Oh, we're starting to get some exhaustion on the ask. And this is something you gotta look out for. This is how I take my short trades. Looking out for that exhaustion on the offer. That's that red line right there. And I am seeing that exhaustion right now, so I want want to see some buyers start hitting the offer. We had 41 minutes in the video, no breakout yet. Alright, so I'm gonna do a follow-up on this video. Let's see, where's my stop loss? I think I want to break even this right now. Alright, so I'm gonna put my stop at break even. Oh, actually, let me just risk a little bit just below this liquidity here. So if they do come back, probably test -1 and probably hit this liquidity here and maybe bounce up a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna do a follow-up on this. Alright, y'all, so it's Malak Shalomo. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed.